Top List presents 13 best Instagram accounts to follow in 2016. Instagram's latest statistic says there are over 400 million people using the social media platform. That's a lot. It's a place where the photos of food, feet, nails, and selfies prevail. However, not everything is so prosaic. There's a great deal of best accounts which can make you laugh, surprised, and even wise. We collected the best 13 Instagram accounts which you should have in the feed in 2016. Number 13, Instagram's most famous butts. With over 9.5 million followers, including pop singer Rihanna, Jen Selter is known for having Instagram's most famous butts. When Selter, 22, started posting pictures of herself working out, her Instagram account gained thousands of followers exponentially with each shot of her prominent backside in yoga pants. As Selter explains, "I don't really post a lot of face pictures. They don't want to see my face." While Selter admits her pictures can be a little showy, her fitness regimen has paid off. Not only is she an inspiration to millions, she has signed her first exclusive endorsement deal with Cirrus Fitness, a fitness equipment manufacturer. Many followers have suggested her plump derriere is fake, but she insists it is real, explaining that the only cosmetic surgery she has undergone was a nose job as a teenager. Number 12, Playful Doodles. Xavier Perez is Scotch on Instagram, an artist and illustrator from Ecuador. Every few days he shares an adorable new doodle with his 163,000 plus Instagram followers. Each doodle incorporates everyday objects like paper clips, coins, scissors, and transforms them into something completely new and different. It's a fun and creative way to look at an object, even seemingly mundane ones, and reimagine them as something else. Number 11, Instagram's richest kid. Meet Param. On Instagram, he is known by "It's lavish, bitch." This bratty trust fundy from San Francisco goads celebrities from Rihanna to Kim Kardashian, all while flaunting the big bucks in front of his 350,000 plus followers. As the media tries to figure out who he is and if his wealth is real or a hoax, followers are treated to Param's continually annoying antics, which includes pouring Pellegrino down the toilet, flashing wads of cash, or tying $4,000 to helium balloons and releasing them into the air. He was also jailed for weeks on selling a friend's stolen iPhone on Craigslist. Number 10, the miserable men of Instagram. Most men will tell you they hate going shopping. The love of shopping usually doesn't cross gender lines, and this hilarious Instagram account proves it. Meet the miserable men of Instagram. Men from around the world who pass slow times sleeping, eating, or texting in various stores while waiting for their partners to finish shopping. The account now has more than 270,000 followers and captures the pain and suffering felt by many men out there who dread being dragged around the shops by their wives or girlfriends. Number 9, presidential selfies. This kid must be a demon in history class. Chaz Rorick, a high school student from Rochester, New York, impersonated all 44 US presidents and posted selfies of his efforts on Instagram. Rorick told he began the project when he saw a documentary about President Truman and took a picture of himself in a similar outfit to compare with the 33rd president. He then was inspired to do them all. Number 8, satirical photographer. Joel Strong snaps pics around New York City and documents them with replacement celebrity heads on an Instagram account, My Day with Leo. Strong creates humorous forced perspective photos sure to make anyone smile. At first, the account featured only pictures of Leonardo DiCaprio in his teen years, but the project has expanded to include other stars, past and present. Be sure to follow Strong on Instagram and see more of his cheerfully artistic photos. Number 7, passenger shaming. Created by former flight attendant and travel expert Sean Kathleen, passenger shaming shows off the gross way that some of us fly on a daily basis. If you enjoy travel fails, this Instagram account exposes the grossest, most inexplicable behaviors seen by flight attendants and other crew members around the world. They've even helpfully collected the most awful entries on a bingo card, with spots for bare feet, unflushed toilets, and passengers in, shall we say, inappropriate attire. If you've ever been stuck next to a seat hog, you'll chuckle in knowing recognition, and if not, consider this a warning of what might await you on your next flight. Number 6. Ultimate status symbols. Nothing says filthy rich more than taking a selfie with an exotic animal, and Humaid Al-Bakwash has attained a cult following on Instagram doing just that. 865,000 plus Instagram followers are treated to a daily dose of Al-Bakwash and his big cats. They cuddle with him, wrestle with him, and pose next to his fleet of luxury cars. While it's not clear on how he attained his wealth, what is clear is he lives a luxurious life most can only dream about. Number 5. King of Instagram. Living a life that falls somewhere between a teenage boy's fantasy and that of a James Bond villain, Dan Bilzerian has attracted nearly 19 million Instagram followers by flaunting his wealthy bad boy exploits. A professional poker player who describes himself as a millionaire, playboy, and sexual philanthropist, Bilzerian loves to show off his expensive cars, mountains of cash, crowd rafting escapades at Steve Aoki concerts, and pricey watches. He also frequently documents an otherwise unbelievable life, whether getting late night pizza in his jammies with scantily clad women or showing off his gun collection with scantily clad women. Number 4. Flying Traveler. Juanito Herdiawan is known as the Flying Traveler on Instagram, where he shares epic photographs of himself levitating in recognizable and not so recognizable places around the world. He says of his photos, levitation is like philosophy. It's not just a jump shot, it is a floating moment. I like to travel and see many interesting places in the world. My idea is to levitate in any interesting place or interesting moment. By doing that, I feel like I can float or fly in any place in the world. Number 3. Satiregram. Satiregram is an account that skewers Instagram cliches with hilarious results. Food photos, duckface selfies, and throwback Thursdays are all roasted here. However, instead of sharing photos, the account posts are all written descriptions of photos and the reasons why someone would post them in the first place. Here, Instagram pictures is just text captions describing terribly cliche photos you always see on Instagram. It's riot-inducing hilarious because it's absolutely true, and Satiregram completely nails all of us. Number 2. Wonderland. The boyfriend and girlfriend team operating under the name Mothmeister created a universe on Instagram they call Wonderland, where grotesquely masked humanoids cavort with quasi-lifelike animals in barren settings. The concept behind these images is, as they describe, a reaction against the dominant exhibitionism of the selfie culture and beauty standards marketed by the mass media. Number 1. Craziest items found in luggage. You may not be a big fan of the Transportation Security Administration, but you'll get a huge kick out of its Instagram. The page, with a cool 445,000 follower base, showcases some of the craziest, ridiculous, and beyond scary items you could ever think of TSA agents have discovered inside of passenger luggage. However, once you see some of the things people try to sneak on flights on the TSA's Instagram feed, maybe you'll stop complaining about having to remove your shoes.
Alright guys, first I'd like to ask you to subscribe. Then if you want to watch more, check one of these videos out. I run a gaming channel called Queeble TV. I make tutorials, gameplays, and cinematics all with the touch of my commentary. Give it a click.